This video gives a quick overview of how you can tweak the style for the components that you use in your web project. So you can see here we have a simple component that has a panel card with a panel header, a control bar in the panel header, and then a button. And if we preview it, we see that the control bar has a black background and the button has a cyan color with a cyan background on hover. So if we go back now to design mode here, we can see that the button currently is not using any sub-theme, but the available sub-themes for the button are shown over here. So let's go here, for example, and choose deny, which means the button will now be red with a red background on hover. So if we go now and we run it, we can see that there's our button with the red background on hover, and our control bar still has the black background. Now we can either go and start editing the style itself, which is the alpha style, or we can tweak the style. The difference between editing the style and tweaking the style is that if you tweak the style and then Alpha Software makes some changes to the alpha style sheet, then those changes will be inherited if you simply tweak the style. But if you edit the style and you make a new style based on the alpha style, then when alpha makes changes to the alpha style, your style sheet will not see those changes because you've essentially made a copy of the alpha style and edited it at a certain point in time. So let's go now and customize the style colors and fonts by tweaking them. So we'll go here and we'll choose a predefined palette called, say, blue, and then we'll go back now and let's go now and tweak the sub-theme. So let's go and add a new sub-theme for the button class. So we'll go here and say add a new sub-theme, and we'll base our new sub-theme on the button class, and we'll base it on the base button class, base it on the base sub-theme, and we'll call it, say, my new button, and then we'll go ahead and click OK. So we can see now that my new button uses these CSS classes which already exist because they were the same classes that the base sub-theme uses. But if we go now to our controls and we go here to the button, we can see that there's now a new sub-theme available called my new button. And if we go ahead now and select that, when we run the component, we'll see that the button's appearance hasn't changed yet because we haven't really done anything, although we now do have a blue background for our control bar header because we tweaked the colors. So let's go now and define my new button. So we'll go back now to our properties there, and we'll go to the sub-theme build, and we can see now that this sub-theme uses a class name of button for the basic button class name. So let's go here and put a new class here called button2, and we'll go here and call this say button2 hover, and then we'll go over to CSS and define dot button2, and we'll say this is color green. And then we'll go here and say button2 hover has a background color of, say, pink, and a border of 2 pixels, solid red, and also a border radius, say, of, say, 10 pixels. So now let's go and see what our new button looks like, and we can see now that there's our new button that we've defined. So when we go here to the sub-theme, style sub-theme and CSS tweak section, we are basically adding a new sub-theme here called my new button. Notice I've spelled it incorrectly. And this sub-theme here is in addition to all of the sub-themes and CSS classes that are defined in alpha. And if the alpha style is ever changed by alpha, then all of those changes will be available to you when you use this component, and then your tweaks are added in after the fact to the style. But if you were to edit this alpha style in the style builder, you would not see any of these tweaks there. So thanks very much for watching.